കോവിഡ് പ്രതിരോധത്തിന്റെ കേരള മോഡൽ രാജ്യാന്തര മാധ്യമമായ BBC-യിൽ തത്സമയം വിശദീകരിച്ച ആരോഗ്യമന്ത്രി KK ശൈലജ. ഇന്നലെ രാത്രി 9-ന് BBC വേൾഡ് ന്യൂസിലാണ് മന്ത്രി അതിഥിയായത്. വൈറസിനെ ചെറുക്കാൻ കേരളം എടുത്ത നടപടികളും പ്രതിരോധ പ്രവർത്തനങ്ങളും മന്ത്രി വിശദീകരിച്ചു.
The state health minister KK Shailaja has been praised for her ministry's rapid response to the outbreak.
The Vogue India's Women of the Year cover girl and Kerala's Minister for Health, Social Justice and Women and Child Development, KK Shailaja. Congratulations, ma'am.
The whole country is talking about whatever work you have done.
That country remains in lockdown after the latest extension was approved on Sunday. The country went into lockdown on the 24th of March and schools, public transport and most businesses have been shut since. The world's largest lockdown covering 1.3 billion people appears to have helped keep India's numbers relatively low, with a little over 3,000 deaths and around 96,500 confirmed cases. In the southern state of Kerala, which has a population of 35 million, just 601 cases have been confirmed and only 4 deaths. Of course, the actual number of cases may be higher, but the state's health minister KK Shailaja has been praised for her ministry's rapid response to the outbreak. Well, KK Shailaja joins us now from Kerala's capital. Thanks very much for joining us here, KK Shailaja. A lot of people are asking questions about why it's been such a success story where you are in terms of keeping the numbers low.
Yes, it is because of our proper timely preparation and setting our protocols and guidelines in proper time. When we heard that newly formed virus, coronavirus or COVID is spreading in Wuhan, China, in the family of SARS virus, at the time we started our preparation here in Kerala.
Can you tell me how you actually made your preparations? So what did you do? Did you impose a lockdown before the rest of the country?
Yes, we for setting a lockdown or declaring a lockdown, we started our preparation of the health department. Once we have our RRT meeting and we opened our control room. At that time, no one returned from Wuhan, but we expect that someone will return because there are so many students studying in Wuhan University, in China, and definitely we can expect that someone will return to Kerala. At that time,
in a state, in a place where there's 35 million people, are you testing people regularly so you know of the numbers? How are you knowing so accurately these numbers that you have?
Yes, we have formed a scientific strategy for testing. We are tracing the people from the airport itself, and if they are coming by road, by the checkpost itself, and if they are coming by account, there is no problem. He came for treatment. He got the virus infection from Union Territory and he came for treatment in Kerala.
Do your hospitals have the equipment that's needed, and do your health workers have the protective gear that's needed?
Yes, we are listening to the needs of health previously, because we are improving our hospitals, and we have a very good project called Ardram, a mission, and through which the last 4 years we are trying very hard to address the problems in local level itself. We are converting our primary health centers to family health center, providing sufficient doctors and paramedical staffs.
Are you worried because there are some places in India where the lockdown has started to ease? For example, in Delhi, the rail system is operating again so people can go back to their hometowns. Are you worried that as people start to move, it could spread to a place like Kerala?
Yes, so many people are returning from the Gulf countries and all other countries to Kerala because a good number of Keralites are residing outside the other part of the world, and they are returning to their home state, and we are little much worried because a large number of people are returning at a time, but we are not hesitating. We are ready to receive them and to send them in home quarantine, and with the help of the local self-government and police and health workers, We are watching whether they are following our advisories and guidelines.
And your advice.
for quarantine.
KK Shailaja, thank you very much for joining us.
Shailaja has been praised for her ministry's rapid response to the outbreak. And we can speak to KK Shailaja now, Minister of Health and Social Welfare of Kerala State. So as I said, there are only 4 deaths in a population of 35 million. That is pretty remarkable. How have you done it? Because you had a system of track and trace very, very early on after the first word came through from China about...
Let me just say the stars of the Pinarayi Vijayan cabinet now joins me, KK Shailaja, who's been health minister through this very turbulent time of the coronavirus, also known as Shailaja teacher. Thank you very much indeed, ma'am, for joining us. Congratulations. Firstly, I just wanted to ask you, I believe your own seat,
Thank you.
you won with a huge margin, the highest, is that right? Or
Okay, in my constituency, I got a thumping majority, more than 60,000 votes, and that is
Wow.
a great victory. And our LDF and our Chief Minister also, he had won a very great victory there also in his constituency. And most of the LDF candidates won more than 25,000 majority. It was a heart-winning majority, we can say like that. A very good victory for the left front and continuation of the left front government in Kerala. That is historically hard to tackle that problem also. Actually, we increased the beds in the government hospitals.
Yes. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Increased
ma'am.
the
Go
oxygen
ahead.
production, and in Kerala, the people are getting beds and oxygen supply, ICU beds, ventilators, etc. But it is really threatening this time. The cases increased higher. But if the cases increased this much, our mortality rate is 0.4%. That
Right.
doesn't increase this time also, because we are treating the people properly, and also we are keeping the elderly inside the home, and we are providing medicines for non-communicable diseases.
Right,
So
so
the
it's been
comorbid
quite a
people,
challenge.
most of them we can save out of coronavirus.
But can I just-
The vaccine, the real threat is about the vaccine, we can say. So the real challenge, because in Kerala, the zero surveillance study revealed that only 11% of the people in Kerala are infected by the virus. 89% is, we can say, susceptible persons.
Wow.
And if we got proper vaccine, we can save all these peoples in Kerala.
Right.
We can reduce the mortality even below 0.4%.
Right.
But we are not getting proper amount of vaccine. We demanded that for above 60 priority group, we want 50 lakhs vaccine. The vaccine, the real threat for the second dose vaccine, we have to give the second dose. That is not
Oh.
very much. At once,
All right.
we should have to get 1 crore doses of vaccine.
Wow, so that's a huge gap. Big challenges ahead of you, ma'am. But, all the best to you. And
Yeah.
we continue to look to Kerala as being one of the states that's really at the front lines of fighting this virus effectively. Thank you so much for joining me, and congratulations.
Feeling. And he's the manager, and if I go with them, they will be very enthusiastic, And you cannot say, so you are the health minister. He criticized me like that. In the Nipah period, every night he will call me, and my younger son also will call me. Amma, what is the situation? They will ask whether the virus can come from a long distance by air. Is it airborne or not? I said we can say it is airborne, but it cannot travel a long distance through air. Only 2 or 3 meters, Then Amma keep 3 meters away from. One day I called them that I am going to Changaru. The second day, that village, what is the need to go there, Mama? I said the people are worried and they are shifting. Yes, started. And all the people decided to quit the village because they feared that in the air the virus will come to their households. And they were packing everything, and media men called me and said, Madam, they are all packing and deciding to go.
KK Shailaja, Health and Social Welfare Minister of Kerala. Thank you very much for joining in, ma'am. Kerala has sort of been constantly under glare, under limelight, especially earlier for some early cases that we saw, and then later on also for that fantastic job you did as far as contact tracing was concerned. What is it that helped Kerala in tackling this pandemic in a much better way?
Actually, we are fighting a war against this pandemic to control it and to tackle it. We started from the beginning. Our preparation started from the beginning. We have some experience with that Nipah case also. And that message to each and every district, all the 14 districts, that you should be aware that people may come from Wuhan, and you should be aware about this novel coronavirus, and you start the preparation. And all the district also formed control cells in district headquarters. And we waited. As we expected, the people came from Wuhan. From January 30th, we had got a positive case from Wuhan. We screened all the people who came from Wuhan in airport.
Such a society, you are propagating, these filmmakers are propagating 30 to thousands of women joined in ISIS from Kerala itself. That's a big lie. Okay. Big lies should be banned, not the film.
Big lies should be banned, not the film. Vinita.